Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome as we are set to begin the Stilwell Lady Indians versus the Spiro Lady Bulldogs opening contest of the night. Stilwell comes into this off of a win last night against the Shakota Lady Wildcats. And we are also entering the playoff stretch we will be entering next weekend the playoff stretch. But here's the opening tip. Stilwell controls it.
Starting five the same for Stilwell Lady Indians. Caitlin Wilson, Wendy Holmes, Shannon Catron, Kinley Johnson, and led by Snowda Wadey. So three ball here up from Caitlin Wilson. It's a little bit long. Rebound controlled by Kinley Johnson. She goes back up and gets blocked by number 40 for Spiro. That's Brinley Graham.
All right, so Stilwell will be opening. Ooh, that's a little hot. Sorry about that. All right, Stilwell opening up on the offensive end. Wendy goes inside, puts it up on the glass, and that's good. Stilwell opens up with the opening basket. So they go up 2-0. They're right into their 2-2-1 press that they're known for. That's something they probably want to get fine-tuned. Nice block there by Kinley. Three ball away, no good. Rebound controlled by Stilwell. Snowda picks up the loose ball off the court, and they're off and running.
Great job by Caitlin Wilson to fight through that, Tyler, and get the ball over to Snowda. She's going to dribble, drive, pop, jumper.
No good. Rebound controlled by Spiro. Stilwell will drop back into a man defense right here off the missed basket. Good hands by Snowda, knocks it free. It's going to be a jump ball at midcourt. That will go to Spiro. Spiro inbound at the half-court line here on the near side. No pressure there on the inbounds pass. Still playing man right here. Wendy tried to jump that passing lane, unable to get the steal. Spiro was swinging around the top, looking for something. Thrown inside, no good. Kinley Johnson on the steal.
Pass was a little high there from Spiro.
Wilson will dribble into the paint, kick it out to Kinley. Kinley for three.
It's a deep three.
No good. Rebound controlled by Spiro.
So with 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter, slow offensive start for both teams. Stilwell holds the advantage 2-0.
It's going to be stolen by Snowda Wadey.
Got a little assist there from the referee.
Oh, foul. She'll go to the line for two. So your clock on your screen is going to be playing catch up probably most of the quarter right now. But it is 2-0. And it will be an inbounds play on the baseline. Thrown to Wendy in the corner. Three ball in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Caitlin Wilson. It will be stolen by Spiro. We'll have a jump ball, and that will go to Stilwell right here. So Stilwell inbound on the baseline.
Great look there from Wendy Holmes, Tyler.
Yeah, it was a great look, great shot. Went halfway in and popped out. Caitlin Wilson for three.
And it's
good from downtown. So big three there from Caitlin Wilson gives the Lady Indians a 5-0 lead. Off the made basket, Stilwell gets into the press. There's a missed carry right there.
The Caitlin Wilson made three is a welcome sight for Lady Indians fans.
Inside.
You gotta get travel.
Good job by Wendy coming on the help side, forcing the shuffle of the feet right there.
Now, great job by Kinley staying upright too, Tyler, just going straight up.
Snowda drives into the paint. She's going to throw up a floater. It's good off the glass. Still up 7-0 early as we approach the 5-minute mark.
The bank is open late in Stilwell tonight, Tyler.
And that's going to be off the hands of Spiro, and that will be a turnover going back to the Lady Indians.
Quick timeout here by the Spiro Bulldogs.
So as we pause in action right here, we got a 30-second, I believe, timeout by the Lady Bulldogs. As we had some technical difficulties opening the game. We got the broadcast restarted for y'all, but before the game we were talking about this being the final, or one of the final 2 games of the regular season as we approach playoff season next Saturday, and that will be hosted right here. Districts will be home for the Lady Indians and the Indians as they play host to the J Lady Bulldogs and the J Bulldogs. Brad, you know they're using these final 2 games as a kind of a practice, preparation, whatever it may be for the playoff stretch. What are you looking for tonight?
I really just like to see the Lady Indians get in a rhythm offensively. It seems like the last couple of games, I know they had a great game against Dakota last night, but the game before that at Muldrow, they struggled mightily on the offensive end, Tyler, just to get into any sort of rhythm, develop any sort of consistency. And so this is the time where you need to develop that, find out what your identity is, and stick with it throughout the playoffs.
And I think from even last season, we know the identity of this team, and it's what you're seeing on the screen right now. Pressure and force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points on the other end. And it's something that they were pretty good at the last time they played a home game against Rome. 3-ball away, no good. Rebound control by Stilwell, gets it inside to Shannon. Shannon puts it up on the glass, and that's good. Still up 9-0 now. And it's something probably Coach Cone is wanting to see out of these girls is better execution on that press, because that's what got them to the state tournament last year, Brad.
Yeah. And one of the things Stilwell struggles with is when they get down by 4 or 5, Tyler, it almost seems like they kind of panic a little bit. And that's when you start seeing the quick threes go up on the offensive end. And they just got to learn to settle down, let the game come to them, and know that 5-point deficit, you know, with 6 minutes left to go isn't the end of the world.
Good floater in the paint by Caitlin Wilson, gives her 5 on the night. There's a steal. Good job by Caitlin Wilson to drop back on the help side right there.
There's that pressure again, Tyler, like you said, giving the Lady Indians easy looks on offense a lot of the times. They slowed it down on this one.
Jumper no good there by Kinley Johnson. Pass inside on the block, going to be up and good. We'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
Strong finish there by number 22 for Spiro, Kaylee Martin.
3:08 remaining here in the first quarter. Still we'll up 11-2. Martin at the line for the N1, trying to cut the lead to 8.
Substitution here for the Lady Indians. Wendy Holmes and Shannon Catron will take a break, and they've been replaced by Kaylee Benham and Kasia Thurber.
Free throws no good. Rebound controlled by Stilwell. Snowden will bring the ball up for the Lady Indians. Crosses over, steps back. Thurber with the ball, swings it over to Wilson. Wilson gets it inside to Benham. Swing to Thurber. Thurber for 3. It's good.
Good ball movement there by the Lady Indians.
Good shot in rhythm, too, by Thurber. No hesitation. She knew she had the space and just let it fly.
We get a double dribble on Kaylee Martin. So I believe that's the 3rd turnover, Tyler, in the first 5.5 minutes of this game for Spiro.
Free ball again. Thurber misses on that one, but good rebound by Wilson. Puts it up on the glass, no good. It's going to be controlled by Spiro, and they'll bring the ball up now. Ball thrown to the offside right there. In on the block, kicked out. Spiro doing a good job of moving the ball so far.
Yep. That's a good ball movement there. Good find. 2-point basket is good by number 23, Marissa Ramsey.
Snowda kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson for 3. That's going to be off. Rebound control by Spiro.
Been a very fast-paced first quarter, Tyler.
In on the block. Kick out. Back in the paint. Pass will be deflected, and then missed, but they do get the offensive rebound, and then we will have a foul inside that will be on the floor. That'll only be the second team foul for the Lady Indians. Nope, they're saying in the act of shooting. Huh. I didn't think there was a shot there.
I didn't either, but personal foul called on Kinley Johnson. That's her first, team second. First free throw is up and good for number 20, Madeline Lavelle.
Second free throw is no good. Rebound controlled by Catron. Snow to bring the ball up for the Lady Indians. Gives it to Benham. Benham for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Spiro, and they do have numbers in transition, but great steal by Caitlin Wilson. Gets it up ahead to Catron. Catron on the glass and good. Great effort by Caitlin Wilson coming from behind to make that steal, and then gets it up ahead for the easy lay-in.
We're going to have a 30-second timeout here by Coach Cone. Things have gotten a little bit sloppy, Tyler, in that last minute and a half, so probably just wanting to clean some things up.
That's one thing, and I don't mean this to be a knock against the Spiro Lady Bulldogs or anything, but this is one thing that you got to have stress to your team, that whenever you are a talented team and you have aspirations at stake, some of these games early in the playoff stretch are going to be against teams that aren't as talented or as good as you. You can't allow yourself to get lackadaisical or anything like that. You got to play to your standard, not the standard of the opponent. Inbounded here. Stilwell doing a good job of pressure on this full court press. Shot up and no good.
Good job there by Kaylee Benham going straight up.
Good find by Snowda.
Long outlet.
Oh. Thurber with the deflection misses. Tip out there by Catron's able to keep the ball with Stilwell. Kick out to Thurber. Thurber for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Stilwell again. That'll be Wilson getting fouled on the rebound. Stilwell will be inbounding on the baseline right here. 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Johnson puts it up on the glass, no good. Spiro controls the rebound.
We're under 20 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Under 10 seconds, 5 now. 4, 3,
Spiro
2,
better get something going toward the
1.
basket.
It's good if it goes, and it does not go. So at the end of the first quarter, Stilwell Lady Indians 16, Spiro Lady Bulldogs 5. Brad, what's your thoughts?
A great start to this game, Tyler. Very resembles a lot of last night's game against Dakota, where the Lady Indians jumped out to an early lead. And I feel like these are the two games that they needed to rebound from that close loss at Muldrow on Tuesday night. They're doing the things that we know that they're good at, pressuring the ball off made baskets or stop clock, and being able to get those turnovers and get easy baskets down underneath the rim. So, and honestly, the few made threes that we've had have been a welcome surprise, because that's not something we've seen lately from the Lady Indians.
I'd like to see somebody with a little bit of spark, some energy or something, because to me it's just been a very flat game, like as far as energy-wise. Now they're up 16-5, and they're cruising defensively and offensively, but the energy level just seems kind of blah. And that, I mean, they are playing their third game in 4 days.
Yeah, it's the third game in 4 days, so we'll cut them some slack here. And two, Tyler, I don't know what more you can do. It's not like you can improve any sort of positioning in the playoffs. It is what it is. You've already got your seeding.
No, I mean, these final two games especially are all about fine-tuning everything you do and getting ready for the playoff stretch. Bad pass, miscommunication there.
They're going to get a trap here by the Lady Indians.
Good job. That should.
Oh, I thought it went off the knee of number 12, Lindsay Wortham. But it's going to stay with Spiro.
Spiro will get the benefit of getting a fresh 10 right here. Stilwell bringing the pressure once again. The Holmes sister were providing it right there. Still by the Lady Indians of Prairie. He's going to go with the left and good. Little Holmes to Holmes action right there.
We're going to get a quick timeout here from Spiro. Only 28 seconds transpired in this second quarter. Coach Wright wants to talk things over with his girls.
18-5 in favor of the Lady Indians. As we take this short break right here, as we mentioned, next Saturday night, Stilwell will be playing host in the opening round of the 4A basketball districts. They will be hosting districts, and Jay will be coming here. In addition to that, Stilwell is also the sub-regional site in their path to the state tournament, and they will be playing host in the first regional game that they'll be playing. Most likely that'll still be in the winners bracket, and that could be against a rematch for the Lady Indians and probably the boys team as well. They'll probably be both facing off of Muldrow, I'd be guessing.
And not a discredit to the Poto Pirates by any means, but just looking at how those teams have performed throughout the year.
Good recovery defense, forces a tough shot. Prairie goes baseline, finds a open Kinley Johnson in the paint, and she does convert.
You know, Tyler, and I think it's really important as we are entering the playoff run to get these girls like Prairie Holmes that are going to have to see action, and they're young, a little bit green, to go ahead and get them some more game minutes.
Still there in the paint. Thurber bringing the ball up ahead to Kinley Johnson. She'll spin, goes baseline, puts it up on the glass. Good!
What a finish by Kinley Johnson.
Great job by Johnson to even get that up on the glass. 6:42 remaining. Basket does count, so it'll be 22-5, and Johnson at the line attempting to complete the three-point play.
You know, Tyler, you never anticipate your better players getting into foul trouble, but sometimes that happens, especially in a playoff game, and these younger players have to be ready to step in and fill that void. Free throw is up and good. So that pushes Stilwell's lead up to 18. Another turnover.
No! Great effort to save that ball by Kinley Johnson there, but it will stay with Spiro. So inbounded into the backcourt. Still bringing the pressure. Almost a steal right there. Great job by Thurber. That will be off the leg of Stilwell, and it will stay with Spiro on the baseline.
Oh, almost a steal there by Kaylee Benham. Just couldn't corral that ball. So it'll stay with Spiro. Just move to the other side of the basket now.
Bad pass, but Spiro was able to keep possession right there. Still in a zone defense right now. Dating back to that Roland broadcast that we had here, or we brought to you, Coach Combs, and there's a steal, and Wendy's out in transition pretty much all by herself, and she will lay it in for two, giving the Lady Indians a 27-5 lead now, or 25-5 lead, excuse me.
Bad pass here by Spiro, and it's going to...
Steal by Stilwell.
Yeah. Kinley Johnson going all the way.
Nice Euro step, unable to finish it though. Still the energy level, Brad, it's just kind of blah.
You know, that it's really hard to get excited once you get up by 20.
Yeah.
You know, with only.
But we saw this whenever we had the Muldrow broadcast. You know, they were up by 19 in that second quarter, and we saw Muldrow come back. Of course, Muldrow's a very good team, but it's one of those learning moments that, guys, we don't let up. Like, we got to continue what we're doing and keep doing it at a high level.
I'll let you finish expounding on your point about the Roland broadcast when we called that game prior to the Wendy Holmes turnover or steal.
We got a foul with Prairie, I believe, will be going to the line for 2. Yeah, what I was going to say, but dating back to that broadcast that we did, in comparison to the Muldrow game, because the Muldrow game was the one we did before the Roland game. One thing I noticed in that Roland game, and probably since, is Coach Cohn's done a really good job of diversifying his defensive attacks. Obviously, on the made baskets, they've been in a lot of full court press.
Second one's up and good by Prairie.
But in the half court sets, they've done a great job of going 2-1-2. They've done a great job of going 3-2. They've done a great job of going man. They've thrown a lot of different looks at these high school teams, and for some teams, that's hard to be able to adjust to and attack.
Well, and it makes it hard for opposing coaches to game plan because there is no predictability there on what defenses you're going to run and what tendencies you have. So.
Yeah, because a lot of the times the offenses you run against man defense is completely different than what you would run against a zone defense.
Foul there on Prairie Holmes. That's our first personal. 14 fouls for Stilwell, 14 fouls for Spiro as well. 4:45 left to go here in this first half. Lady Indians in control by 21. Substitution for the Lady Indians as well. Checking into the game for the first time this evening is number 13, Piper Blackburn.
Definitely feeling like a game that you're going to be able to get some of the younger people on your team.
Get a timeout here from Coach Cohn. So while we take this timeout, I saw something when we got back from the cruise, and I have to get your thoughts on it.
Oh, man. The 4-2 game?
The 4-2 game. So for those of you that don't know, Tyler and I have openly advocated, or I won't say advocated for, but yeah, I'll just say we've advocated for a shot clock, 35-second shot clock in high school basketball in the state of Oklahoma. And the OSSAA voted that down by a vote of 8-7 earlier in January. And then, you know, no more than 4 weeks later do we have a 4A high school boys basketball game that featured 2 top 10 teams, Tyler. And the final score was 4-2.
I don't understand how in the world it happens. Like, honestly, I don't. You have to be actively trying not to score.
And it was revealed that was the Anadarko coach's game plan.
Yeah. Well, it backfired because he lost.
Oh, what a finish by Piper Blackburn through the contact, left-hand finish. She'll go to the line for an N1 opportunity.
And there was, and I'm in complete agreement. There's a OU beat writer, whatever you want to call him, Eddie Radosevich, who's with Sooner Scoop, and then a radio station out of Oklahoma City, who was pretty outspoken on the game and saying how it's an embarrassment to the state of Oklahoma and high school athletics in the state of Oklahoma. And I'm in complete agreement. Those kids aren't learning anything about the game of basketball whenever you're doing that.
Knowing what a disservice to the younger athletes that are coming to watch those guys play.
But back to the point I think you're trying to make is it is complete evidence of why there should be a shot clock in the game. Even if it's a 40-second shot clock, even if it were a 60-second shot clock, Brad, something needs to be done.
Yeah.
And I know the barrier for a lot is the small school districts. A lot of them don't have the funding for that kind of equipment or to implement that kind of equipment. So that's something at the state level that they need to figure out and work out and make sure that that's not something incurred on the school districts. Maybe the state can work. And I know I'm asking a large thing from the state of Oklahoma, but maybe that's something the state can work out.
Nice find by Snow to Wadey and good finish by Shannon Catron to push that lead up to 26 for the Lady Indians. You know, Tyler, another thing that was mentioned, and I thought it was worthwhile noting, is that it's hard to find staff and volunteers to run the shot clocks and operate those things. And we're very fortunate here in this community of Stilwell where we do have those people that volunteer their time just because they enjoy helping out. And they're going to get a blocking call here on.
Brad, the FAR official, was about to call a charge.
Yeah. I was going to say, she lowered the shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, that's a player control foul if I've ever seen one.
A little bit of discontent from the home fans.
Maybe that'll get some energy going in this gymnasium.
Stilwell's been outscored here 6-2 early in this third quarter. Good shot by Kinley Johnson, no good though. Rebound controlled by Snow to Wadey, who goes under the basket. Good for the reverse layup. We're going to get an offensive foul here.
Yeah, illegal screen.
Yeah, legal screen. Cambry Rogers. Turnover for Spiro. Ball goes back to Lady Indians.
Muldrow in a zone defense. Stilwell's trying to get it inside to break down the zone. 3 ball away from Caitlin. Off the glass, no good. Shannon with the rebound, kicks it out to Thurber. Thurber over to Snow. Snow drives inside. Floater is in and out. Catron with another offensive rebound. Able to get it out to Snow once again. Wilson in the corner.
Woo. Be a tie up here. Ball will stay with Stilwell.
Minute 39 remaining here in the third quarter. Stilwell up 40-12.
Timeout here by Coach Cone.
So we have a little over a minute and a half remaining in the third quarter, and then we have a whole nother quarter, and then Tuesday night the regular season finale. Brad, we know that, you know, Snowda's the leader of this team. Everything starts with her as far as how well this team will be able to experience success in the playoff stretch. Who are some of the other key players that you're looking at to get going in the maybe tonight, Tuesday night, our district game? Who are the key ladies that need to get it going so that they can go on another run like they did last season?
Well, I feel like we've got to have a good post presence. I'd like to see Shannon Catron or Kinley Johnson, one of the two, Tyler, really get going and get a little more comfortable down in that post. And then, two, you'd like to see some of your more experienced players in Kasia Thurber and Kaylee Benham find some range from deep. As you and I both know, sometimes things go.
Great save by Shannon, and then great finish by Kinley right there. Sorry.
That's fine. Things go a little bit stale, and so you need a big three-pointer sometimes to kind of boost morale and get things going, get momentum going in your direction again. So it'd be great if those two could find the range from deep and find a good rhythm going into the playoffs. Good find there by Snow to Wadey.
Kick out, 3 ball. No good. Rebound going to be controlled by Caitlin. Gets her own rebound. Gets over to the corner. Going to get a jump ball, and that will be going Spiro's way. Caitlin got that ball, and she was one more swing pass away right there because Kinley was all alone in the corner.
Yep. And one thing we have to keep in mind as we're talking about these players, a lot of the Lady Indians are young, Tyler. Caitlin Wilson, we think she's a little bit older, but, because she got to play as a freshman last year, but she's just a sophomore. A lot of youth on this team, which is great for the Lady Indians going forward.
Yeah, I mean, they're filled with juniors and sophomores. And, again, I mean, you talk about this being such an experienced team, but yet such a young team. It's kind of a oxymoron whenever you try to describe their roster, but
yeah,
good take there.
The only one they'll lose next year on the starting five is Wendy Holmes. Everyone else is back.
Yeah, that kind of follows what happened last year. The only one they lost on the starting five last year, well, no, they lost two from the starting five last year, in Jaylee and Caleb. But Kinley and Shannon played a lot of minutes. They might not have started, but they played a lot of minutes, as did Thurber and Benham and Holmes. So both free throws good right there.
Lead up to 32 for the Lady Indians. Still there by the Lady Indians. Kinley gets it over to Snoda with 7 seconds left to go. She swings it to Kaylee Benham to Thurber for three, and it's good.
Great extra pass. Benham had a good shot.
Yes, she did.
She got it to the better shot right there.
Swung it over to her cousin in the corner. The three ball by Kasia Thurber is good.
So 47-12 is the score at the end of the third. Stilwell with a 35-point lead as they maintain that cruise control speed. So fourth quarter, big lead. It's probably about the time that you'll see some of the younger players on the end of the bench get some needed experience.
Yeah, I would anticipate maybe around the 5-minute mark. I think you might let your, I don't want to say your starters, but
especially because it's the third game in 4 days, and then next week you're looking at you'll have a Tuesday game and then your playoff game on Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, you're wanting to get those legs kind of fresh.
So we're going to get a mix here. Wendy Holmes coming is the only starter. Kasia Thurber and Kaylee Benham, really well-seasoned veterans at this point, and then two freshmen here in Prairie Holmes and Piper Blackburn.
Good rebound. The Holmes sister fighting over that one.
The elder wins out.
Benham in the corner. Oh.
Yeah.
Right idea. Just wasn't able to execute.
I'd like to see Kaylee Benham sell that shot fake a little better here from the corner, because I think she could drive and get an easy two off of it. Wholesale changes for Spiro here as well, Tyler, here in the fourth quarter. Their lineup consists of Madeline Lavelle, Kiana Craig, Aaliyah Harris, KK Hawkins, and Layla Steele.
Benham for three.
Good. That's what I'm talking about right there. You had Kasia Thurber in the third quarter with a good with a made three. Kaylee Benham right there with another one. Pushes this lead up to 38 for the Lady Indians with 6:34 left to go here in this game.
Unforced turnover by Spiro right there, so we'll get the ball back. Kick out to Holmes. Over to Thurber for 3. No good. Rebound. Nice rebound by Blackburn. Kicks it back out to Thurber. Over to Benham for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Spiro on that one.
Blackburn's got some length to her, Tyler.
Yeah.
We're going to have a substitution for the Lady Indians at the next stoppage. It's going to be number 20, Allie Miller.
Jumper up and no good. Rebound controlled by Benham. Prairie will bring in the ball up for the Lady Indians. Over into the corner is Wendy for 3. Long, no good, but her sister with the rebound and puts it back in.
Says thank you for the unintended assist.
Yep. Prairie has 5 on the night and Wendy has 6 if you're wondering how the Holmes versus Holmes scoring battle is going.
Still there by Prairie.
Yep.
Gets it over to Piper Blackburn. Gets it back to Prairie.
You're right, man. Piper has some really long arms.
3 ball here by Kaylee Benham. A little strong.
Oh, ooh, no contact or no call.
As Prairie Holmes goes out of bounds.
Got 5, a new 5 coming in, Brad.
So this, and I apologize here, I said Allie Miller. That's actually going to be Lauren Catron, number 20. 23 is Elise Sawney. Number 5, Kenzie Starr. And number 21, Jayla Barbary. As well as Araya Kirk. Rebound control here by Spiro. Oh, almost a steal there by Kenzie Starr.
3 ball by Spiro, no good. Rebound controlled by Starr.
Gets it over to Catron. 3:40 left to go here in this game. Still comfortably in control by 40. So Tyler, let's talk about the girls' side of the bracket. We've kind of already mentioned where they will be playing at with their first 2 games being here at home. The regional matchup will be in Verdigris, followed by the area will be in Henrietta.
Yep.
But who are the opponents that you're looking at that are going to be the tough ones to get past?
So in their region, their key opponents they'll be looking at is number 6 Verdigris. They're probably the one or the top opponent. They're the highest ranked team in their regional.
And a team that Stilwell defeated last year to go to state.
Yes, and in a team that Stilwell played, the Lady Indians played in a regional championship last year as well. That was a pretty close game. And then the other ranked team in the region is Muldrow, a team that Stilwell at home had down 19. And then I think they lost another close one on the road.
Yeah, very close. I mean, that game could have gone either way at the very end.
So it's not like they're not outclassed or out-talented or anything like that in the regional. They're right there with those 2 teams, in my opinion. In the other regional that's in Area 3 is the top team is Tuttle. I mean, number 2 in Class 4A, they are a powerhouse. And then the other ranked teams in that regional are number 16 Tecumseh and number 20 Crossing Christian. you know that Tuttle's coming out of this area. You know Tuttle will be there.
Something catastrophic would have had to happen for Tuttle to not come out of that side of the region.
Yeah. So if you're able to, which I fully expect they win districts, and then if you're able to win your districts like I expect them to, I think they can beat Muldrow. That's why I think they'll play in the first round of regionals. I think they can beat them, particularly because it's right here. It's on their home court.
Right.
And then you go to Verdigris. That first game of regionals, if you win your district, that first game of regionals to me is the most important game in the playoff run, because if you can win that first game of regionals, you're guaranteed a trip to area, just like last year. They won their first game of regionals. They lost the regional championship, and then they ran off 3 straight to make the state tournament in the area consolation.
And beat 3 really good teams, in that run. 3 very solid teams. So you really would not like to do that, though. The ideal situation is win your region and then go play Friday night.
And I think that's within the full realm of possibility. I think they could win districts easily, handedly, however you want to phrase it. And then I think they could win the regional. There's no reason that they shouldn't or couldn't, I guess. I wouldn't say shouldn't, but there's no reason that they couldn't win their regional and have that chance to go up against Tuttle, most likely Tuttle, in the area championship. And that's so important. If you can win your regional.
What a block there by Kenzie Starr.
I mean, we saw it with the boys last year. You win your regionals, and you have 2 games to make the state tournament. And that's so important. Yeah, it makes the path so much easier.
We're kind of being spread out all across the northeastern quadrant of the state by going to Verdigris for regionals, and then we're going to go the opposite direction, south and west on I-40 to go to Henrietta, but that's just the way the map was drawn out this year.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of these teams that, like you said, Stilwell's having to travel quite a ways hour and a half, both like to Verdigris, hour and a half to Henrietta. But you look at teams like Tecumseh, Broken Bow, Medill, Crossing Christian that's in Oklahoma City, Tuttle, Jay if they were to make area, Jay going to Verdigris, Veneta, Catoosa, Miami, all those teams that are in the northeast area of the state, if they were to make area, would have to make that long drive down to Henrietta. So it's just kind of a weird way, that the Class 4A breaks down sometimes. Because whenever I was in school, Brad, we typically got placed in 4A4, and that was typically played. I think my regionals were at like Wagner, Fort Gibson, Jay. So we didn't really travel real far for regionals, and then the areas were always played at places like McAllister or somewhere like that. But yeah, it's the way that the student populations have shifted and stuff, and schools have went up or went down or whatever it may be. It makes for some weird layouts, as particularly as we saw in the way that the football district is now.
Sure. And it was that way last year. Last year we started here in Stilwell, and then we went to Oologah for the sub-regional, then to Verdigris for the regional, and then went back to Sapulpa for area. So
10 seconds remaining in the quarter. 3 ball away, no good. It'll be out of bounds, Stilwell's ball. Stilwell is up 52-13, 8.2 seconds remaining in the game.
Starr will inbound the ball to Catron. He'll bring it up. 6 seconds left to go.
The ball deflected out of bounds. Stay with Stilwell.
Lady Indians getting some round of applause from the home crowd here after another
2 seconds on the
dominant
clock.
Performance. Catron will inbound the ball. Gets it to Barbary.
Oh.
No good. And I think her teammates are more upset than she is. So final score here from the Stilwell Indian Activity Center is 52 Lady Indians, 13 for the Lady Bulldogs of Spiro. A wonderful game for the Lady Indians, Tyler, to kind of tune everything up as they gear up for that playoff run. We will be back here with you at 6 o'clock next Tuesday night as the
6 o'clock next Tuesday night?
6:30, I'm sorry. 6:30 next Tuesday night, as the Lady Indians will host another set of Lady Bulldogs in Wagner. So we will end this live stream and pick up a new live stream for the boys broadcast starting here in the next 15 minutes or so.